So we want to talk about leaving a legacy of faithfulness. Leaving a legacy of faithfulness. And there are two passages of scripture that I want for us to quickly look at. Because I believe that every person should be working toward being able to say these two things. One was spoken by Jesus in John's Gospel, chapter 17 and verse 4. John's Gospel, chapter 17 and verse 4. Incidentally, I thought I would say this also. My grandparents left legacies that I never talked with my children about. And they will not talk with their grandchildren about. Because a legacy can be good or it can be bad. So I never talk with my children about some of the things that we as children used to laugh about. My brothers and sisters used to laugh about these things before we knew any better. And before we knew how these things would impact us and would impact our children and our children's children. So when I understood the seriousness of legacy, I stopped laughing about those things because they were not good things. They were not kind things. They were not loving things. They were not things that I could rejoice about. They were bad things. The lives that they lived were not lives that I could embrace and emulate. They were bad legacies. And we want to so live our lives that when we come to the end of our days, that we are able to leave a good legacy. And we don't wait until then to start thinking of legacy. These little children, well, they're not little children anymore. They're bigger than me now. But the way that they live their lives now, the way that they shape their lives, the decisions that they make, the things that they pursue, the things that are fed to them into their minds, all of that determines the legacy that they will leave when they're gone. Sometimes we don't realize, because we're not old, that we are somebody's ancestors. Okay? I am not an old man, but I am an ancestor to the generations that will come. When they look back and they hear my name, they hear about me, what will they think of? What would I have left them that they can follow, that they can emulate, that they can use to chart them through life? And sometimes we don't think of things like this, but we need to think of things like this. Jesus came to the end of his life in John's Gospel, chapter 17 and verse 4. And he said this to the Father. He said, "Father, I have glorified you on the earth. I have finished the work that you gave me to do. Does that sound like someone who has been faithful? I have glorified you. I have made you look good. That's what the word glorify means. To make to look good. To make to shine. To make to appear wonderful. I have glorified you on the earth. I have finished the work that you gave me to do. Let me mention this, that faithfulness does not mean that you will not have difficulty along the way. Faithfulness does not mean that you will not fail along the way. Faithfulness means that you will do the best that you possibly can, and you will not quit. Let me say that again. Faithfulness does not mean that you will not have difficulty along the way, nor that you will not fail along the way. Faithfulness means that you will do the best you possibly can, and that you will not quit, that you will finish. You will bring whatever you are doing to a finish, to a conclusion. You will not quit along the way. And that applies to all of these areas of vision that the Lord has given us. In my personal life and relationship with God, in my marriage and family life, in my business or job and my finances, in my ministry, in my friendships, there will be struggles. There will be difficulties. There will be failure. But we will not quit. That's what it means. We will be faithful. We will remain full of faith and pursuit and bring it to a conclusion. We will die doing what we are supposed to be doing. I have finished the work that you gave me to do. I have glorified you on the earth. Now, I want to be able to say that. I want to be